Hey, welcome to the Geek Retreat podcast. My name is Steve, and I'm joined today by Mick.
Hello. What up?
And Jason.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Nice. And
my name is Inigo Montoya.
Right.
You killed my father.
You killed my father.
Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
All right. So nice. You say it.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You prepare to die.
I like it. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
What's happening?
I know. Yeah, we're
back again.
Yeah, we're back again. Week number 5. Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Happy March 10th. Thank God somebody posted it on our page. Right?
Mario Day. Yeah.
Mario Day.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I like it. It's
happy birthday, Mario. 39.
It's me, Mario.
Wait, so is that his actual birthday?
That is his actual birthday. And his first appearance. You would never guess. I think you might.
Was on Donkey Kong.
Yes, it was.
Well, I knew.
Well, yeah. No,
Thank
I
you.
talk to you the whole time.
Yay, they're back together again. Yeah. So, no, that's cool. I never knew that. I thought it was like May the 4th be with you type of thing, where it was like a cool little coincidence. But I didn't know that was like the actual day he was like aired or created or whatever.
March 10th, 1987, I believe.
Ain't that
he's old.
Wait a second.
I wasn't even born yet.
Hey, things born in the 80s is not old,
I know. I was born in the 80s. I can say that. I can say I was born in the 80s. Just born in the 80s.
Just barely, like 89?
Yeah, 89, exactly. The tail end of 89, too. So yeah, I just make it. But I'm still a millennial for some reason.
I'm a 90 baby.
I'm a
90 baby. 91!
So, do you guys have enough toilet paper right now? Are you...
Actually, I'm just using El Pollo Loco napkins.
There you go.
Are they super soft?
Oh, they're super soft.
They're the best.
After that, I'll just have a shit in the shower.
There you go.
Shit in the shower.
Stomp it in.
I'm using moist towelettes.
Dude, it's crazy right now. I know we've mentioned it in the past, but like we're from Sacramento, and it's nuts. I went shopping last night. I can't even go just doing my regular shopping trip. I was in line for 50 minutes last night.
Where'd you go? Like Sam's Club or Costco or something?
No, I went to Winco.
Oh,
that's where you
it's just as bad.
The problem with Costco is you go and you're like, I'm gonna get 10 things, but 10 things is $200 at Costco.
Right.
So we go to Winco, so you don't have to buy in bulk, but we still spend the same amount, but we get everything we need.
I went to Walmart.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was trying to hurry up and get everything so I could hurry up and get a self-checkout so I could get the heck out of there because the lines were outrageous.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was walking past and there's no toilet paper, no rice, no beans, nothing. But I saw people were fighting over toilet paper. I don't understand.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude,
really?
This lady had this thing. It had 8 things of toilet paper on there and there's no toilet paper left. She took the last bit of it. And some dude comes up and was all like, why the fuck do you need all that toilet paper? And was trying to snatch it off the top of her thing. And then people were yelling because he's yelling at this old lady. And
yeah.
I was like, holy shit, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, it's a mad world is what it is. It's really crazy. We went and it was pasta was gone, rice was gone. There was no bottled water. It was all the 1 gallon jugs of water. There was no toilet paper. The lines were from the checkout all the way to the back of the store. And it was madness. It was literally madness.
Madness. This is Sparta.
This is
The
madness.
gods.
Yeah.
Everybody's all like, the gods have abandoned me.
That's what they're acting like, man. It's crazy. And everything's being canceled.
Oh man.
Except the podcast. We're not canceling.
Are we
We're still
canceling?
here. No, we are still here. We're
just postponed.
Right?
We're not postponed. We're postponed.
nice.
Oh.
I see where you went there.
There we go.
Yeah. So everything. Anything you had planned this weekend has been canceled.
We were planning on seeing Mulan.
Yeah. Postponed.
And now we can't see Mulan.
Mulan.
Well, that's it's crazy too because they're postponing all this stuff. But you were saying, Jason, at work, they haven't closed the theaters.
Right? Yeah, they haven't closed theaters down yet, so it's kind of like. And actually, there's 2 new movies just released this week. Freaking that Vin Diesel superhero movie,
Bloodshot.
Bloodshot, yeah, and then
Bloodshot.
The Hunt just opened this weekend. So, I think it's gonna. I mean, I don't think those are sought after movies anyway. They aren't really highly anticipated, but I think these movies coming out, the people are gonna look at it and see how it's going to do at the box office on opening weekend, and that's going to determine a lot of things, man. I think if they tank, then a lot more movies I think are going to be dropping off.
It just sucks because I think it's more than I was kind of excited for a new Vin Diesel movie. You know what I mean? I loved him in Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah,
and I feel like this Bloodshot movie was kind of like a callback to that a little bit. Get him in a more even Triple X, the first Triple X. That was an awesome movie, and I mean, I know it was corny and over the top, but it was awesome. You sat and watched it. And
I liked the Triple
X.
Yeah. Dope.
Yeah.
But
it was over the top, but you kind of expected it from it. That's what they.
You know my favorite movie he's in?
What's
that?
The one he plays Groot in. That's the best acting I've ever seen.
Oh my god!
Right Get out of here.
I am Groot. He knows how to speak Groot, bro.
I am Groot. he's the only one.
He's the only one.
Yeah, but what I don't remember where I was going because I was rudely interrupted.
Oh
man.
You talk about Bloodshot though, right?
Yeah, I was just saying.
I was excited to see that.
I'm excited to see it, but I think all these movies are going to get poor ratings just because of the week. You know what I mean? Everything's canceled. Everything's being pushed back. Everybody's petrified of the coronavirus. And I mean, I want to get it, I want to get this out there. I do feel like we need to take some precaution. You know what I mean? Don't be sneezing on people. Don't be, wash your hands and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like it's crazy. I feel like it's a pandemic. You know what I mean?
Well, it is. It's been officially declared a pandemic as of what was it, Tuesday or
Tuesday,
something like that?
No, you're right. I mean, my kids' little league seasons got postponed.
But a lot of people are canceling stuff not because of the virus though. It's legal obligations and or they don't want to lose money. The movies, they're being pulled because they think that people aren't going to the movies, so they're gonna not do well in it because people aren't going to be in attendance.
Right.
And so it's not
it makes sense.
It's not like they were oh, we're trying to save the world. No, we're just trying to save a buck.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm more scared of the hysteria that's going on.
Yeah,
now they're talking about they're going to shut down the country for 2 weeks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
People just seeing you could clearly see the graphs people put up on Facebook and all that stuff, and see the deaths per infected and the guys that have recovered.
Yeah,
and people are going out of control.
Yeah,
imagine if they actually shut down crap for 2 weeks, shut down everything for 2 weeks. People don't have access to grocery stores because they shut it down.
I was reading an article the other day about Italy and they have to go out to the grocery store, you have to have a list. It has to be approved by whatever their version of the National Guard is, by the military.
Really?
Yeah, it has to be approved by the military. And then they have to go to they basically have to be escorted to the grocery store, go through it, and then come back and make sure their list is checked again when they come back. And it's just it's crazy. But I understand why Italy is being shut down because they're like it's so densely populated. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Well,
people are literally on top of each other.
We have a person that we know that actually recently went to Italy,
Right.
and they said you could barely get around without touching people because there's so many people there. I mean, obviously it's Italy. Everybody wants to go to Italy. It's a tourist place, and
Yep.
And the streets are so narrow and all that. People are trying to see things, and he says you can't walk down the street without rubbing shoulders and getting coughed in the face and.
I just can't wait. I just can't wait till this is all over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy. Like, I don't know how I feel about it yet. I haven't really like sat down and like determined like how I feel about this, like shutting things down. I guess I'm okay with it. Like, I understand it, but I feel like it's a huge overreaction. But if it stops everything, then I'm okay with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, is it stopping everything though? I mean, because like, you're shutting down these events. So, like I said before, I think it's more so liability.
Yeah,
I think they're trying to avoid that. But it's like it's causing people to run and rush to the stores.
Yeah, I think
so. You got this mass crowds of people all in one spot still.
Right. Like I said, I think the hysteria is worse than the actual disease.
I agree. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like I'm okay with them shutting stuff down, but the way people are reacting is like, go get in your, World War II bunker and hunker down. You know what I mean? And like, that's not what we need to be doing.
There's a crisis on our hands, but the coronavirus is not the crisis. It's the
it's like
it's the hysteria.
That's
created.
The thing. It's like the hysteria is causing more like hardships or like struggle than the actual viruses.
Exactly.
More damage. It's causing more damage than the actual virus is causing. And like, that's what's crazy. So I don't know. It'll blow over, and once we get past this thing, we'll all kind of look back and chuckle. I hope. I'm
just wondering about these movies though, because of course they're suspending them as they're saying indefinitely. But that just means that it's unspecified. But when are they going to bring that back out? Because they're going to lose money. Not only on the fact of holding off on that, but they're going to lose money because they have to re-advertise before they bring it back out.
Yep.
And they're going to put all that marketing and ad campaigns back out again.
Yep. I think we've never experienced this before. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think in my lifetime, I've never experienced anything like this, like a global shutdown like this. And so
not to this magnitude, I think, but wasn't it something along these lines when like Y2K was a thing? Like, because everybody thought the computers were going to shut down.
Yeah. Well, see, I was so young when Y2K happened. Yeah, in 2000, I was so young that I didn't even understand. Maybe that kind of happened. But it wasn't like
it wasn't nowhere
near what it was. Yeah, no, exactly. It wasn't anywhere close to like what it is right now, because it was like the next week, like, oh, everything's working fine. We're okay. You know what I mean?
Right,
like, whoops.
That's true.
Kind of freaked out there for a minute, but that's Jason, you make a really good point. Like, they're gonna have to re-advertise. They're gonna have to push. They have all this like signage and stuff that says a certain date. They got to redo all of that, all of those dates, all those times, and how are they gonna? A lot of this stuff, like, I'm not 100% how, like, Jason, maybe you can help me out a little bit on this one. Like, when a movie is like been told the date, so like it's been advertised when it's coming out, they're still working on the movie. Like, the movie isn't complete yet, right?
Right.
So like they're postponing.
Sometimes even before like they even start on the movie. Like,
yeah.
Lock in a date.
Yeah. So like that's all been so all this stuff, like all these people are being affected. Like, I don't know, the movies could actually change from what they had in plan. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. And especially like let's do the popular one for just make it easy for a second.
Right.
So the whole Marvel slate, right? So they had this whole slate thing. So they had the Eternals coming out.
Yep, Eternals and Wonder Woman. Or not Wonder Woman. Sorry, that's DC. Black Widow.
Oh,
and
my
Black Widow,
goodness.
So
we'll get into
Black
that.
Widow is probably going to get pushed back if it hasn't already, and so which means that it might push back Eternals, which then will push back whatever's following it. Which I think is what is it? Is it? I don't know if it's Thor or the Shang-Chi or.
Oh, it's the. I think it's I think it's Thor: Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Okay, so that's gonna rearrange their whole. I mean, 'cause I doubt that they're gonna put two movies out at the same time because they're just competing against itself.
Yeah,
and you're gonna lose money that way. But so yeah, I think it's gonna mess up their whole slate, and they're gonna have to push a whole bunch of things back depending on when they.
It's gonna offset just
Black...
so much. Yeah, it's gonna offset. It'll be interesting to see how they like rebound from it. Black Widow has not been delayed yet, but it could still affect Phase 4.
Yeah, I think it has a June release, so I think that's what's kind of helping it right now. Is it June?
Yeah, it's already
or late May.
I think so. Yeah, it's the big summer blockbuster.
Yeah, so I think that's what's helping it, that it's already in the summer. So by that time, they're probably hoping that we've gotten past it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, if it continues, man, and like I said, these other movies that are coming out, they're tanking, and they might just still push those back. I mean, they're thinking about pushing back the Summer Olympics, and that's in the summer. So.
I know. Well, hey, here's the good.
Is this supposed to be in Tokyo?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Right.
Wonder if they'll change venues.
But no, you can't change that at last minute. You just have to cancel all.
Yeah,
you can't replan all that stuff in short notice. But I think if they did anything with it, they'll just cancel it outright. I don't think you can't postpone that.
Okay, so here, this is from all the Black Widow Phase 4 or like Marvel Phase 4 stuff. So Black Widow will launch on May 1st in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic, mainly because Disney can't really afford to delay any of its movies and TV series.
For the reason I was probably saying.
Yeah, postponing Black Widow might delay other shows since because everything's connected. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it's a Disney Plus series. It should come in August, but the coronavirus has already had an impact on the show's production. And then the MCU Phase 4 TV series that were in production may be affected and delayed, caused by the disease as well. So there's definitely like stuff being super impacted, like stuff being slated for later in the year that is in principal photography right now that they're having to push back. And so it's going to be nuts. It's going to be, at the end of the year is going to be really interesting because it's either going to be like continue to be pushed back. I'm not that I'm looking forward to it for the coronavirus, but like we're going to have a lot of movies to watch in the summer and winter. You know what I mean? Like we're going to have a lot of movies to catch up on.
I know E3. I know E3 was canceled,
right?
But I wonder if this is going to affect like the gaming. We got a lot of big titles coming out. Supposedly coming out this year. I wonder if that's going to be this COVID-19 is going to be affecting all these new games that are supposed to be released here at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe, but I think what kind of would save that a little bit is just because technology. I mean, you can do it from home, kind of. So you can. I mean, like if you're like as far as the developers, if you're rendering or something like that, if you have the computer at home, you can still do it from there. Just have a team of a few people there to work on it, and a team of a few people here working on it.
Right. A lot of people have
some testers here and this.
Yeah. So the gaming industry might.
I don't know if that.
Yeah. Who knows?
I'm sure it'll still delay it.
Well, they're always looking for a reason to delay games. I'm tired of waiting 7 years for a AAA game.
But I'm sometimes okay with delaying games. Like, I'd rather have a delayed game than an unfinished game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Patchy game.
Yeah, like, was it Battlefield 4 that had, like, the worst release ever? Or something? Remember it was, like, super buggy?
I think so. I think you're right.
It was, like, nobody could get into, like, matches. Everybody was getting kicked out. Stuff was loading.
Yeah, I think that was Battlefield.
It was because they, like, pushed it early. And they were teasing postponing it, but like everybody was like, no, you can't postpone it. And they went through. I would way rather have had that game. It turned out to be a great game. Like after all the updates, after all the patches, it was a good game. I love that game. But before that, it was a hot piece of garbage is what it was. And,
that's what happens when you rush things.
I just feel like it takes way too long for these AAA games to come out.
I know, but I I feel like okay, so like I guess this gets us into another discussion. Is like cinema and video games. That's like a form of art. I'm behind that like movement. I know that like, and I would rather people take time on art than rush it and get, because what ends up
don't
happening.
Even tell me. Well, don't
I guess
tease me about it for fucking 7 years and then finally drop it, and then I got these high expectations and I'm like, oh my goodness, really?
But you can't like expect them.
Sounds like you're talking about something specific. What are you talking about?
Let's dig in deeper, Mick.
What are you waiting for here?
No, I'm just saying because there's a lot of games that come out that like I can't come up with something exactly right now on the spot.
Yeah.
But there's been times where I'm looking at E3, I'm like, oh yeah, and then the next E3, oh, it's gonna come out. Nope. The next E3, nope. The next E3.
Yeah.
But they show it every E3, and then finally it drops. It's like, I beat this game in like 15 minutes. What the heck was that about? I waited for 7 years.
I think No Man's Sky is a good example of that. Like,
what was it?
Yes,
No Man's Sky.
Oh,
like they totally like hyped up this game to be some like crazy game, and it was just like when it came out. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that one had the worst release ever.
I give them props though; they did do a lot of work on it, and they actually came back with it.
I've never gone back and like looked at it again, but that game. That was one of the games that was like dead. You know, they talk about games being dead.
And it was all free. All the updates were free, which was pretty cool.
That was good on
I was irritated, but then when they came through and, you know, they made it so you could build a whole bunch of things.
Right.
And you know, they made it more playable.
Well, and that's like, I would rather them just be like transparent and say, hey, look, we've run into a few things. We know we teased this game last year at E3. We've run into a few things. We want to take our time to give you a better experience. So, like, please bear with us and give us some time to work on this. We'll update you as things go. You know what I mean? Like, we don't mean to, like, pull the rug out underneath you. We don't mean to hype you up. But, like, we want to give you the game that you're expecting, not this, like, crappy...
That's what I would prefer.
Pre-development game. And that's why, like, I don't like games like Ark or Subnautica. Like,
you do got. I mean, those games are fun.
They're fun
for what they are.
Yeah.
But yes, they are buggy as crap.
It's like give me a solid game. Don't make me pay. $40.
40.
And then I gotta buy all these like microtransactions to
pay full price for a brand new game for unfinished. That's buggy as crap.
But sometimes it's timing, you know. Sometimes, especially like if you have a release that's slated like just before the holidays or something like that, you got to get that out.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
You want to get that out because if you miss that window and you are either too late or too close to the holiday, or you're after the holiday, then you're not going to get as much money as you would have.
But the other thing too, the flip side of that is that they know if the game's not going to be ready well before the holiday season. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they put their guys on crunch. Was it like Red Dead Redemption?
Red Dead.
Yeah, they like had the whole big issue with the crunch time stuff, like overworking their employees and stuff. Like I get that, but they knew it was like going to be good, a pretty good game. You know what I mean? But like if you got a game like, I guess Subnautica is the one I'm thinking of, is like that game kind of like you played it and there was a point where like, okay, there's literally nothing more that I can do in this game right now until they come out with an update.
Oh, wow. That's bad.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that game. I played the crap.
No. I know it was a good, like, it was a fun game, but I never played it, so I only watched it. But like there was a point where you literally did everything you could do, and to go back would be pointless. But like, an Ark is a game like Minecraft where you could continue building and keep doing, you know, like it's kind of like a
set your own goals.
Yeah. It's a very sandboxy game. Subnautica was not a sandboxy game from what I recall. And I would just rather them say, hey, we know we slated this for November for this big release, you know, AAA release, but like give us until, you know, give us another few months. Let it come out again. you know?
Yeah. I mean, you can say that, but this is all big business
Exactly.
corporations and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I
I'm like,
mean,
it's kind of
totally.
like your essay report for school. You know, you can be like, ooh, you know what, teacher, my report would be so much better if
If
I
I
had an
could have,
extra week.
yeah. No,
Or
I,
they're
I
like,
agree.
no, the due date is the due date.
I totally agree with that. Yeah, so it's all about deadlines. It's really about money. It's all about money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time
Money,
management, man. You
money
gotta you
makes the
gotta
world
you
go
gotta
round.
figure out how to make it happen. You gotta,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
But you guys mentioned E3 a few times. Is it wrong of me to be happy that it's canceled?
What?
What do you? Why?
I
I mean,
enjoy E3.
I don't. Yeah, I kind of enjoy it, but like, why?
I definitely enjoy E3, but you know what? I'm not going to enjoy it if I don't have consoles competing against each other. So Sony
Yeah.
wasn't showing up anyway.
True.
So I'm like, if they weren't going to be there anyway, then fine. But wait until next time where everybody's going to be there. So now everybody's going to be announcing it there at the same time.
I feel bad for Microsoft in it because like they're finally like Sony's not going to be there. We literally have like the open canvas of we can push whatever we, you know what I mean? Like we don't have this competition this year, and it kind of like, oh, never
Well,
mind.
don't feel sorry for them. They can still announce whatever they want to announce. They just won't have
true.
the conference to do it. I mean, they can put out whatever they want.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But E3 is like the big show off. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Yeah.
I mean, those were like. I remember like Destiny being revealed at E3. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, "Oh my
VR.
gosh, yeah, VR." Or that what was the Xbox VR? Mick, you and me were talking about it the other day. It's like the holograph or something like that.
Yeah, it's like the hologlass or something like that.
Yeah.
It was garbage.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was garbage.
It was garbage. It totally flopped. It didn't stand up. VR is like the I almost said the Oasis. What's the Oculus Rift? The Oculus Rift. And
have you guys tried the VR yet?
Yeah, my brother has it for PS4.
I got one.
It's on.
You got one?
It's locked down. PS4 has it locked down, dude. It's awesome.
And Skyrim is dope on it.
Oh, dude, I bet that's sick on there.
I did a Spider-Man demo. It was so cool. You feel like you're Spider-Man. It's so awesome. It's so awesome. So, yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, I don't
remember
know.
when they dropped God of War on E3? Oh my goodness, I fell in love. I was like, oh, I loved it.
I need to go take a cold
now
shower.
I won't ever have those feelings anymore.
No,
with
you will.
PlayStation,
You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait a little bit.
You just gotta wait next year.
This is.
I
good.
like the anticipation for the big games that are coming up, but I just don't like waiting.
This is good for PlayStation. It'll be good for PlayStation.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. So, I mentioned Spider-Man, so it reminded me we got to talk. Black Widow's final trailer came out.
Oh, dude, it looks so awesome!
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
I watched that trailer like 8 times.
I don't know. I like it. I'm excited for it. Why couldn't we have this?
Like it.
Why couldn't we have this in Phase 3? Why couldn't we get this Black Widow in Phase 3?
Okay, yeah, good point.
Like
that's a good point.
Yeah.
But okay, hear me out. Hear me out. So, okay, yes. It's late, the movie.
Yeah.
But now she's more of a I don't want to say iconic character, but she's more of a loved character now that her arc has ended. You know what I mean? So it's like if you would have did it earlier, where it's like, oh, okay, well, she's just a side character. Why she have her own movie? And no one's really going to pay too much attention to it. But now that she's part of like the elite Avengers that you loved over the whole course of this decade or whatever, now it's a good time to put her movie out there.
But
it's a prequel, Steven.
No, but that diminishes like her. It's not that she now is one of the elite. She was one of the elite. Like in the original,
but not when you're saying not Phase 3.
She was
not earlier. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no. She was introduced like way earlier in the timeline.
Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
But think about Iron Man 2. She was like a throwaway character, though. She was just there, and she was kind of like just like an assistant for a while, and then all of
Right.
a sudden, she's like, "Ooh, she's a bad mamma jamma."
So here's the
what's
thing.
she about?
So here's the thing. I'll tell you who the throwaway characters were. They were every character that was vanished in Infinity War. Those were the throwaway characters.
You're saying Spider-Man
no,
was
Spider-Man.
a
I know
character?
exactly.
But
You're saying Doctor Strange was a throwaway character?
You're saying Black Panther was a throwaway character?
No. Do you get what I'm saying though? Like in the
No,
beginning
I
of
don't.
Endgame, in the beginning
Nope.
hold on, stop. Let me explain. In the beginning of Endgame, it was the only people that survived were the original Avengers, right?
Right.
Black Widow was an original Avenger.
Right.
Why are we getting her backstory at the end of everybody when all of the other non-original
I understand.
were vanished? Like they vanished.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
I would have rather known because when she died, I was like, oh, okay, that sucks that she died. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I wasn't like,
Why were you not that way anyway?
what do you mean?
Did you not say that sucked that she died when she died?
No, I'm saying that if her death to me wasn't as impactful as like
Iron Man's?
Yeah. Or
because I actually disagree with you. I actually think that her death, well, at least to me, it meant more. To me, it hit me more than Iron Man's did.
I don't know.
It hit me more than the Spider-Man one in Infinity War.
No, no. Spider-Man was the biggest one for me. That was the one where I was like, no, please don't. You know what I mean? Like, please don't die. And Iron Man.
Yeah, but Spider-Man had just came onto the scene though. He hasn't even earned his stripes at that point.
No, he hasn't. No, he hadn't.
Oh my God. He was in 2 movies.
Right.
Prior to that.
But it was 2 more than Black Widow. That's what I'm saying.
No. It was not 2 more than Black Widow. 2
more of his own movie. What? This is the very
first... that wasn't even... No, the first one was Civil War, so that's not his own movie. And the second one was Homecoming. So, because when he vanished, that was Infinity War. That came after Homecoming.
But what I'm saying is that the character of Spider-Man was established. Like, everybody knew Spider-Man. Spider-Man was a household name because of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, right? Even though it wasn't MCU or anything, they kept Black Widow.
I think Spider-Man was known way before
Maguire. Exactly. Spider-Man has always been a household name.
Right. Okay, but what I'm saying is that the 6 original Avengers should have all been the household names, but Black Widow was never one of the household names. I never felt like she was a household name. And then Black Panther came on, the Guardians of the Galaxy came on. They all got their own movies, and still Black Widow had still never received her own movie. So they're all still in the game. Every one of them is still in the game except Black Widow. So why give me a backstory? To me, for 4 phases, she's been a side character. She's been this like, that's fine. Her biggest role was in Endgame, where she like kind of was the glue that held everybody together. She was still performing like Stark's job, and oh my gosh, Samuel L. Jackson's character, I just forgot his Nick Fury's job, like keeping everybody on different, together, and like getting everybody on different plans and all that stuff. Like, she should have had a way more prominent role in the first phases than an after effect. I feel like it's just like a weird like way to introduce her. When she was introduced,
not introducing her. It's so okay. So I'm glad that you mentioned her importance in Endgame. I'm glad that you recognize that. Okay. So I'm going to say something probably a bit controversial, but every episode I do anyway.
We're deep in the controversial right now because
I know, right? So I think in the whole just MCU, okay,
right.
In the MCU, I think Black Widow had the most compelling and complete story arc and character development than anybody in the MCU.
What?
Yeah, and I'm going to explain that. So here we go. So we just talked about her in Iron Man 2. So she was just an assistant, and all of a sudden, wait a second, she's a bad sucker, right?
Yeah.
And then, so then we see her in Winter Soldier, and it's like she's still playing the spy. So we find out she's a spy, blah blah blah, and well, we kind of found that out in Iron Man 2. But so she's a spy, and she's still playing the game. It's her, and then you see that development, that relationship develop between her and Captain America,
right?
But she's still playing the spy game. So they got close in that movie, and then you got Civil War, where she's still playing the side. She's still her own person, but she's got a little bit of loyalty because she was on Iron Man's side. She's like, yeah, we should sign the Accords, but Captain America's my guy. I'm still going to help him out. So she kind of got a little personality there. She started to become her own person, not just a spy.
Right.
And then you have Infinity War. And so anyway, so what I'm saying is she's going on this whole thing, and then Avengers, she's like, oh, dude, I got all this red on my ledger. I got to make up for a lot of things. Blah blah blah.
Well, okay, that right there goes against everything, because like, what? No, you don't. You don't have any red on your ledger. You don't have any. I don't know nothing about you. I don't know anything about you. And you've been playing this spy, whatever, double agent thing this whole time. I know nothing. I remember.
Well, now you're going to.
But why not give that to me way earlier? Why not set me up with that? Introduce her in the second Iron Man, and then give her her own film. And we're like, oh, dang, okay, so she is this person who has all this, stuff built up, who's put a bad name in for herself. And then we get to really experience her story arc throughout all of the phases and really say, like, man, she's really changing. And like, that's a way more
we get your point on that. And and you're absolutely right. That should have been the time to do it. But the question is now, why do it now is what we're talking about now. And I'm saying that it still makes sense because since she's developed and we've seen her develop, because even her death meant something to me, because like I was saying, even though you said you didn't see it, like all that red that she said, all that stuff that she has to make up for, and all that stuff that she did wrong, she wants to atone for. And in Endgame, when she finally was able to do something good and selfless to atone for all that stuff, is when she died. And I think it meant something. She died for a reason. And you can probably say that with Tony, I guess, too. But I think Tony has always been the same character throughout the whole MCU. But she changed. She went from being spy me this, and then now team this, and then loyalty this, and then make it right at the end.
But just real quick, I don't think Tony's been the same character. Tony's arc was the best arc because he was like the selfless.
Explain to me his arc then.
In the beginning, he's all about the money. He's all about the women. He's all about the fame. He doesn't care about. He's all about number one.
Right. That all changed in Iron Man 1, the very first movie. But okay, go ahead.
Well, no, it changed in Avengers. Was the first time you see him like. Well, okay, yeah, I guess it did change in Iron Man 1. Okay, right. All right. I don't know. He became the hero he didn't really want to be, but he decided to stuck with that path and like, okay, this is where I'm gonna go. And he stuck with it, I guess. I don't know. I'm wrong.
No, I don't. It's all opinion, so you're not wrong because it's your opinion.
I take back what I said. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the death would have been so much more, because now you're like, man, I want more, but I can't have more because they cannot bring her back. She's never coming back.
Can we just take a second though to realize how good she was in Endgame though?
Yeah, I completely agree.
How can you say she's never coming back?
Because if she comes back, this is my theory. I don't know if this is right, and if you are listening to this and you tell me I'm wrong, please tell me on the Facebook page, because I will definitely take that advice. But if she comes back, she will the timeline will be altered to where they don't have the Soul Stone, and they would have not, everything in Endgame would have not happened if she didn't sacrifice herself. Like, so it's all convoluted because Gamora came back, but she was sacrificed for the Soul Stone. So that another person had to take Gamora's place.
Right.
To take the Soul Stone. So if Black Widow, if somehow they go back in time and they pull Black Widow back, somebody else is going to have to take, there's like a perpetual cycle of somebody else has to take the place for the Soul Stone. And I don't think they can, Are they going to bring on another character to kill them off to have them take the place of the Soul Stone?
Well, there was like 2 nebulas at one point, so maybe they can bring a nebula in there. I don't know.
Old nebula. Yeah. What?
They don't. You think you die, but you don't.
What?
And for the Soul Stone. Exactly.
Yeah. That's how it was in the comics anyway. You're trapped in the stone, and then you're released if someone figure out how to do it.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. See,
talking about comics. Remember that DC thing?
Oh yeah. That DC's gonna close down.
DC Comics is most likely probably gonna be shut down. They're still gonna make movies. They're still gonna do toys and all that stuff. AT&T still wants to make money on it. But
where's my Superman at, man?
They're probably going to shut down if this new 5G series doesn't go through.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I don't want any more Superman. I don't even want more Batman. I don't think anybody can ever take Henry Cavill's place as Batman or as Superman.
Whoa. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's been
I agree.
too much of that. There's so many characters that they could introduce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm done with the core heroes. Bring on some of the characters that a lot of people don't know.
Well, they're trying to, and it's not working. Especially DC.
Yeah.
They did Suicide Squad, not working.
And
Birds of Prey, not working.
Yep.
Which I think Birds of Prey was I already took some shots at Birds of Prey before, but I think it was a missed opportunity with them anyway, because they should have did Gotham City Sirens, because that's an opportunity to introduce more villains. Because if you're gonna have a Batman, you need to have villains. So why wouldn't you have done a Gotham City Sirens? But anyway, I mean, they're trying to do other characters, side characters, or
bad development.
And it's not
they need to do it better. Look at Suicide Squad, and we're talking about the Joker and all that. How he's basically Tekashi 6ix9ine, and nobody likes him. I don't like him.
Right.
I mean, I'm okay with I'm okay with a gangster Joker, but he just don't make him look like a dork. You know what I mean? Like, don't make him look.
I'm not even mad at the way he looked. It's just I don't think his portrayal of it was convincing to me.
Not even close.
I can't speak on it. I never saw it. I never saw Suicide Squad. So.
Well, you're not missing anything. So.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I don't hold that against you.
My favorite part of the movie was Will Smith, and I think he did a good job playing. What was it, Deadshot?
Yeah, that's the only clip I've actually seen from the movie is when he gets out of jail and he's like, they want him to shoot at the firing range.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
I was just like, okay, that's a cool scene. But that's like the only from what I know, that's the only replayable scene in that movie. And I just haven't been on the DC side of things. I need to get more into the DC side of things.
But, well, I mean, they don't get their act together though, so I don't know.
That's true. DC's not going to be around anymore.
They're not going to be around to get their act
around. Yeah, I know.
Speaking of, is it a DC character?
Mick, I'm sorry. So, Mick, you said that that's reliant on AT&T's 5G. How well that does?
No, not
their internet.
It's their it's the new series. They called it the 5G.
Which was
basically
that's confusing.
Great advertising on AT&T's part.
This episode is brought to you by
stupid.
From what I understand, it's a sequel to the Batman Dark Knight. From what I understand, and basically this came out because a guy named Van Sciver, who is a artist for the Green Lantern, and he came out and talked to the press and said basically this, and I quote: "Understand, it doesn't mean the characters are going to go anywhere. Batman, of course, is a prized possession of AT&T now. AT&T is Batman. And they are going to keep putting out movies and products and toys and all that stuff. Comic books are dead, and they are going to close up the publishing house soon. I'll tell you that a professional who I spoke to recently said, yeah, I was talking to one of the higher ups at DC Comics who said that if 5G doesn't work out, that's it. AT&T is closing publishing arms. So this is the ball game. And I did post that article on our Facebook page. But if this series doesn't work out, AT&T is shutting the doors on DC Comics.
Wow. So
in other news, I didn't know AT&T owned DC Comics.
Yeah. They are Batman.
They are Batman.
That's what he said.
You can get cellular service everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, it's crazy to hear that, like, comics are dying. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, they've been dying. They've always been dying, and they come back, and they die, and come back.
Yeah, I wonder if they go in waves.
Dude, I really want to get this Marvel Unlimited. Disney came out with this app, and it's online website thing that you could get unlimited access to all these different Marvel comics, and you could go way back to the old ones.
Oh, nice!
And I think it's like, I don't know, like $10 $8 a month or something like that, and it's called Marvel Unlimited. You can get an app and just read it right off your phone.
And just read all the old comics.
And we don't get sponsored by them. I'm interested.
Not them, not Popeyes. No sponsors.
Right.
No sponsors for you.
Yeah, no sponsors for me. Hopefully one day.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that, I don't know, the comic. I'm interested to see where Phase 4 goes in regards to with Black Widow. She's the start of Phase 4, I'm sorry, wasn't Spider-Man Far From Home the start?
I think because
that was released.
Yeah, I think they changed it because Black Widow was supposed to be at first, but then they changed it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited for the Eternals. I don't know much about them. Again,
I don't know anything about them.
But maybe they have some tricks up their sleeve to bring people back. I mean, it sounds like they created everything, so they should know. We don't know. So I'm more
excited for the series than I am the movies that are coming out, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I want to see Falcon and Winter Soldier. I want to see the WandaVision.
If they hold true to what Disney did with Mandalorian, then, we're in for a good series.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm excited. If only coronavirus could go away so they can start filming and
I know, right?
bring it out on time. But did you guys see that? Speaking of comic characters, did you see Spawn came to Mortal Kombat 11?
I did see that.
Yes, Spawn.
Yeah,
that gameplay looks pretty awesome,
dude. I was watching this guy. He's like a big guy on YouTube. He was like watching the live stuff, and he was saying it looks really good. A lot of the stuff he does is really good, and his outros and intros look awesome. And the gameplay looks really good. So it looks cool. Maybe I don't have Mortal Kombat 11, mainly because I have kids in the house, and I cannot play that game with kids in the house. But,
it's probably not a good thing. But yeah, I've been waiting for so long for Spawn to be a Mortal Kombat DLC character.
Yeah,
and I don't know why it took so long. He's so perfect for it.
Yeah,
and I don't know what took so long. And then the year I thought it was going to happen, they put Kratos on there, and I was like, oh, that's a good give and take. Yeah, I'll take
that works too.
I'll take that. Yeah. So he was awesome too when they had Kratos on there. That ended up being like the main person I used. I used Kratos. But the Spawn looks really good, and I'm sad that I don't have Mortal Kombat 11.
Well, you could get it on. You could get if you have PlayStation Plus right now. You can get it for like $25 or something.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. There's a deal going on right now for PlayStation 4 Plus.
But then I gotta buy some DLC because I want Spawn. I want Sindel. I looked at the Sindel gameplay trailer too. She looks pretty dope as well.
Do they have like a Game Pass or something like that lets you buy them all?
Get all of them? Or I don't know if they have a Game Pass.
I know like a lot of games will do like Rainbow Six will like if you buy the Battle Pass for the season, it'll let you get all the new operators that come out.
I know Mortal Kombat was really big on because I did it every year, every year they came out. But if you pre-ordered it and bought like the Ultimate Pack, then you can get like every DLC that comes out with it. And that's usually what I used to do. It used to cost like somewhere between like $80 to $100.
Yeah, it's
I'm kind of surprised
Pre-orders are expensive.
Yeah. So they used to do that. I know they do that, but I don't know if they have like once it's released already. I don't know if they have that. They have that option.
They've got to have something like that, or you just I don't know. You probably get a discount for buying bundles.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Speaking of games, guess what game Mick got that he said he wasn't going to get?
Call of Duty Modern
He got
Warfare.
Call of Duty. And what does he think about it?
I like it.
Oh, you're reluctant to say that today.
I mean, hey, I only played one game, and if it caused me to say I like it, then they did do a lot of updating.
Dude, they've
for
done
this game.
so. Yeah. It's so good right now.
Yeah.
I saw a thing on Reddit, and I really hope that the devs saw that post on the Modern Warfare subreddit. But I hope they take a year off. Don't make another Call of Duty. Just like let this one. This one is so good right now. Let it burn. You know what I mean? Like let it go for a little bit.
They'll give you 2 years.
I hope. Give it 2 years. But like, do not start teasing another Modern. We're 6 months in, and they just dropped the Battle Royale for it. And even that is good. And I'm not even a Battle Royale fan.
You know they're going to come out with the Black Ops soon.
Oh, my God.
I think...
You got to get the zombies, bro. The coronavirus zombies.
Yeah, oh, man. That's a DLC they're working on right now. I'm cool with the zombies. I'm totally... Bring zombies into Modern Warfare. I don't care. Combine them together. You know, they can't do that.
Well, they're too different. They're too...
I know.
Yeah.
They can't do that. But... what I'm saying is that, like, if they go back, I swear on everything, if they go back to jumping around and running on walls, I'm done. I'm so done. I didn't buy Black Ops 4, and it was because of that. And I would be so mad if they go back to it, which evidently they're going to, you know, you just know they're going to. So,
well, did a lot of people like it? Not just you?
I don't know. I felt like the consensus on it was kind of like meh. On it, what was the one that came? Infinity, not Infinity War. It was like Infinite Warfare. That's what it was. Like I was tired of that one after like 2 months. I'm like, he runs and jumps, and I got to look up there, and then I got a guy sliding and running on a wall, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love just being like boots on the ground, normal guns, no crazy stuff.
I like awesome. That Battleground.
It feels.
What is it called?
Yeah,
Steven?
Battlegrounds.
Yeah,
it feels like it's like
it's like just realistic, dude.
It's like just like Conquest. There. Yeah, it's just like Conquest from Battlefield 4 or Battlefield.
Yes, it reminds me exactly.
It's awesome.
It's dope.
It's awesome.
It's dope.
They're doing a good job with it right now.
They're
doing a real good job with it.
Say it's good. Sorry. Hey, they're making a Samurai Jack game.
Samurai Jack.
You guys don't know what Samurai Jack is?
No.
Okay, no. I'm just gonna get off this podcast today. I'm done. Good night.
Is that an anime?
I guess you could say it is, but it was on Cartoon Network. I forgot.
Okay.
You didn't watch Cartoon
Network. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that the?
Yeah,
was
Samurai.
That the
I was thinking. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking a different video game.
Samurai Jack. You don't remember that?
Yeah. I got you.
I don't remember.
I wasn't thinking. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, yay, Samurai Jack.
Vic's excited for Samurai Jack. Yay, Samurai Jack. We're excited. Excited. Yeah.
So what other games are coming out you guys are excited
Resident Evil 3.
Yes, I'm glad you said that because you guys were talking about zombies and stuff before.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess it's not really zombie, but yeah,
what do you mean it's not really zombies? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. But
Resident Evil isn't that like it's not?
Because it's like more monsters and stuff like that too.
Oh, there's monsters too. Yeah.
There's a lot of monsters. Yeah. What are you gonna say?
I want to admit something.
What?
I've never played Resident Evil.
None of them?
Never.
Why?
Like any Resident Evils, I've never played.
Because you scared of cop.
Do you know what a liquor is? What's a liquor?
Nope.
I know what a liquor is. It's the thing that crawls around and then shoots.
That thing used to creep me out, dude, in Resident Evil. Whenever those things come around, I used to always panic, and I used to just start shooting all over the place.
Get out of here! Go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Did you play Resident Evil 2?
Oh no, not the remake. No.
The remake? They did so good on that game. So good on that game. That's why I'm so excited to fight the nemesis in this.
Oh, dude, yeah, I can't wait to play that too. Man, I got so many things I gotta buy, but
I'm sorry, Steven, you haven't played it, but
yeah, I'm out.
You got to. I know it's scary at first, but you got to get it. You got to play them.
All right, I'll get it.
No, play it in the dark alone
and the windows open.
Honestly,
during the
we
middle of the
should
day.
probably stream that.
Let's do it. Let's stream it.
Let's stream it.
I'm in. I'll cry and pee my pants on stream. I don't care. I have no shame.
How about we? Because I got the game. I'll bring it over to you.
Oh, okay.
Right. And then we stream it, and I'll walk you through the game, and I just laugh at your reaction. How about that?
Let's do it. You don't gotta walk. You don't gotta walk me through.
You gotta do it in the dark.
Okay.
With the volume really high and.
Oh yeah.
We'll hook up,
there you go.
We'll hook up my surround sound to it. We'll play it in the dark. And oh my gosh, no way. There's no way. I'm scared,
me, Steven.
I'm scared just thinking about that. There's like I tried to play Outlast once. I don't know what I was thinking. I tried to play Outlast. That game is freaky. I was like in a basement with some dude like circling around in like murky waters and yeah.
Do you guys know a game I wanted to play, but I forgot all about it till like just this very moment. Now, Days Gone.
Days Gone. It's a good game. It's just I can't get repetitive. It's
yeah.
I recommend.
Did you already beat it?
It's a good game.
Have you had it for a long time?
It's a good game.
I haven't played that one either.
Actually, yes, I've had it for a long time. I've just been in the middle of a whole bunch of other games like Sekiro, and
dude, Mick beats games like drinking water. That dude, he just like literally. No, let me give you an example. We got Pokemon. I got Sword, or I got Shield. He got Sword, and I was like, "Oh man, you need to play this game." He's like, "I'll get to it." So I talked to him on Friday, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm done with my 5th badge. All right." And I think there's like 8 in the game. So I'm like, I've put some time in it, right? He's like, all right, I'm going to play it this week and I'll see where I get. I get to him on Monday. I was like, hey man, did you play Pokemon? He's like, yeah, I beat it.
I got a Charizard.
What? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I just beat it on, I just played the crap out of it. I beat it in 2 days. Are you out of your mind?
Yes, when I get hooked, dude, I get
yeah. The one thing I really appreciate for him is that he just traded me all of his level 60 Pokemon, and I'm like level 30. So I get in the battle, and I'm just like destroying dudes, and I'm like, okay, cool, I can do this.
Yeah, but your son destroyed me when I played with your son.
Yeah.
On Pokemon.
That kid knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's a little
good.
genius.
Destroyed me.
Yeah. He's been trying to get me to play the card game. I just can't. I never played Pokemon card game.
The card game.
I just collected the game. I just collected the cards. I had a binder and I was kind of like, okay, this is cool. Whatever.
It's fun. I play the online Pokemon card game.
Yeah?
Yeah. I played on my iPad.
I just can't.
To this day.
Wow.
I actually played it 3 days ago.
Whoa.
There you go.
He plays it online. So, yeah.
It's fun.
Nice.
Mick, how you find time for all of this stuff?
Did you guys hear
How do you find are you like a superhero and your superpower is controlling time or what? How do you
Remember that movie? He's one of that kids who remember that movie that they had the stopwatches that they had like the wristwatches that made the time stop?
Are you a time stopper?
Yeah.
Remember that?
No, I got a cool wife, yo. And my wife is hella into video games too, so we sit there
dope, dude.
Be playing video games and all that and stuff. So, it's if I really get in the game, you know how when you get a good game, and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to play this until I beat it.
Yeah.
My wife has that same feeling. She understands. She has sympathy for me. She feels my soul. You know what I mean? And she's all like, go play the game.
Yeah, that's right.
Beat that shit, babe. Beat it. You know what I mean? So that's why I find the time, because she's a gamer too, so she,
yeah, man,
she understands the struggle.
You're lucky, man. You're lucky. I get. Are you really on that game again? Are you really doing that again? Didn't you just play it for 4 hours last night? I'm like, yes, babe, I did. Like, I just want to be. I'm so close. I'm almost done. 5 hours.
Video
later.
game.
No,
time.
I'm almost
video
done.
game
right
hours.
around the corner.
It's different. Time moves differently.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, are you guys excited for the
No, I can't say that.
Bill and Ted movie?
I can't say that.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Keanu Reeves,
I'm excited for the Matrix
Keanu
4.
Reeves is awesome, but man,
What?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Well, I don't know if I'm excited for it, but I'm interested in it.
I'm not surprised.
Oh yeah, did you not know that?
They're making another Matrix.
They're in principal photography right now.
No.
They're in production as we speak, and I think that they were
Why?
doing something outside, so there might be some leaked set photos coming out pretty soon. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm actually excited for that too. Hey,
Yeah.
The Matrix.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what.
I had to watch it like 7-8 times, all of the movies.
I think people overlooked that. I think a lot of people didn't do what you did and realize the complexities of those movies, and they just look at it at face value and don't really go deep into it. But yeah, it is deep, dude.
It's not a
I'm one of those
watcher.
people.
It's not a one-time watcher.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those guys. I'm like, I see it on, and I'm like, okay, The Matrix is a good movie. I could sit down and watch The Matrix.
No, yeah, you got to pay attention,
really,
to what the mechanics of the world and how it's made up, and like why people exist and what's going. There's so many layers to that, dude. It's like,
yes,
yeah, it was just man.
It makes you think about your own life.
Even today,
really
like
does.
I just watched Fight Club today. Like I was got home from work and I was bored and I was watching Fight Club.
His name is Robert Paulson.
Yeah. So I've heard that somewhere else, and I don't know where I've heard it, but I never knew it was from that movie.
Yeah, he gets shot in the face.
Yeah, and he's like, his name is Robert Paulson.
Wasn't that twist crazy at the end?
Yeah, well, okay,
someone spoiled it for me, and I was like, what? Yeah, that did suck. And so when I watched it wasn't as impactful, I guess, as it should have. Yeah.
Like, whoa. Wow.
There's a great he does such a good job in that movie about like subtly giving signs that he's the same person. And so like there's the scene, you remember when they're down in the basement and what's his face, the big boss comes down and he's like, "This is my tavern and you need to get out of here." Mm-hmm. And like he starts like punching the crap out of the fat guy. Is like the big boss. There's a scene where he gets punched in the face. Tyler gets punched in the face. And he gets like knocked back, and then he's on his hands and knees, and the boss kicks him in the head, and his head like whips up, and you can see in the background, what's that actor's name? Is it Ed Norton?
Mm-hmm.
You can see his head kick back the same way. It's super subtle. But like you can see it, like his head kick back, and it's like so good. And then like the way that what's her name, Marla, in the movie, whatever her name is, she's like, you're such a jerk to be around, and like all that stuff. And it's like he doesn't know that they're two different people yet, but she's like seeing it. It's so good. It's so good.
It is you got to watch that movie a couple times too.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. I enjoyed that movie.
The ending, I don't get the ending.
Why? Why don't you get it?
The ending's super weird.
Where everything's blowing up and stuff?
Well, he's like, he shoots himself in the face, right? To kill Tyler.
Right.
And then he just like stands there and holds her hand as the world explodes around them. And it just cuts to credits. It's like so strange. I mean, I guess like he's finally at peace or something. I'd have to.
Yeah, it's kind of ambiguous. It wants you to kind of figure out your own interpretation of what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it exactly means, but I know why the buildings were falling down.
Well, I know why the buildings were falling down. I get that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like it's the same way of like Inception, the way Inception ends. Like,
Yeah,
is
that was a good
he
one,
really
too.
back, or is he still in his dream? And you just never know. Like you think, like right before it cuts to black, like it kind of wobbles, like the thing wobbles a little bit, and like it cuts to black. Yeah, I want a movie. I want to see another movie that has an amazing twist. I feel like we haven't had a good movie that's had a really good twist in a long time.
Let's see if I can think of
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like
yeah,
M. Night Shyamalan, like The Village.
Oh yeah,
Remember
The
that
Village.
one? Like,
yeah,
such a good twist.
like, oh my
You know
gosh,
what I mean?
they're
like, wait,
they're not in the past. This
They're
is
not in the
modern
past.
day?
Like
What?
this is happening right now. What?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
I mean, like that was like, I don't know, and like Fight Club. You know, like I want a good like.
Hey, did you guys
twist.
ever see a movie called
Face
The
Off
Others with Nicole Kidman? Right? It was kind of like a thriller.
The Others.
It
No,
sounds
that was
hella
a
familiar.
long time ago.
That was a recent Alien one, right?
It's kind of like a thriller, kind of ghost kind of stuff. So anyway, there was kind of a twist in that one, and I kind of liked it because normally you can kind of see that a twist is coming, like even if you don't know the twist, like you know that could be a possibility for a twist. But this one I had no idea. It took me totally by surprise. But so like you follow Nicole Kidman and like her son, I think it is, like they're like this in this old house, and the son starts playing with his friend who's a ghost, and anyway, so it goes on, and the mom is trying to figure out why there's ghosts in the house and blah blah blah. But towards the end, when she finally starts to unravel things and figure things out, she finds all these what she thought quote unquote ghosts were all sitting around a table, and they were doing like a seance. So they were actually trying to expel her because she was the ghost. Her and her son was the ghost, and so it totally threw me for a loop. So I was like, what is going on? And then it's like, oh, she's freaking she's been haunting them, not the other way around. She dead. Her dead. But yeah, so that was a twist that kind of got me. Just not got me, but I just was caught by surprise.
What about The Sixth Sense? That was a good one.
Yeah. Sixth Sense.
He's dead.
I see dead people.
That was a good child actor, dude.
You're the dead person.
I know.
Yeah. Is he
now
really?
He's all weird looking.
That usually happens with child actors. Huh? They usually grow up to be weird or crazy or something. Yeah, exactly.
I know you grow up knowing them to look this way, and you're like, oh yeah. You're like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, The Prestige.
Yes, I do.
That was a good one. Remember that one?
That was a good one.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. He's killing himself.
Dude, that's like so old.
Sorry
movie.
if I spoiled The Prestige for you. I know it's a really good movie.
I didn't see that.
Shutter Island. That one was a good one. It was like the one where Leonardo DiCaprio was on the insane asylum, and he was like he shows up and he's like a detective the whole time. It turns out that like he's like the craziest patient on the island. Yeah, that
sounds pretty cool. It sounds like a pretty good twist.
But I just want I want another good I want a twist. And Ragnarok had such a great opportunity, and they threw it away.
What? I'm curious to know what you're talking about.
What?
I explained it in the last podcast where I was saying if they would have.
Well, it's not a twist. That's okay, but yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Hey, Steven,
plot twist.
I definitely wanted to talk about what we were talking about earlier with one of our coworkers about talking about twists about the Joker.
Oh,
you remember that?
I remember. Speaking
that
of,
was eye-opening.
Yeah. Okay. So we were talking. Okay, so we had the poll out about who's the best Joker. Which, by the way, that was a lance.
Who won? Who won? Wait.
Who do you think won? Who do you think won?
Drum roll.
Do I even have to say it?
Yes. Drum roll.
All right.
Okay, can I just say something really quick to that?
Heath Ledger.
Okay, can I just I have to
a
comment
landslide.
Move on with it.
Because if you say who's the best Joker, obviously the most iconic Joker is Heath Ledger's Dark Knight series Joker. but it's because, and we talked about it during the Joker versus Joker conversation, because Joaquin Phoenix wasn't really the Joker yet. He just was this guy, and that he ended up being the Joker in the end. So he wasn't really the Joker, but his performance was really good. But then you have Heath Ledger, who was the Joker the whole time, and so
that's what.
Well, that's what the.
But that's kind of what
that,
we're talking about with one of the people that we know at work.
Oh,
go ahead, Steven. Explain.
No. I can't. You remember it more. So we're gonna mess it up, and that person's gonna be mad at us. So. Sorry, dude. but
the way you explained it was so crazy.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was like they were two different timelines or something like that. Or
like he was saying that. Okay, he looked at the Joker in the movie that Joaquin Phoenix played in, and he was saying, "Wait a minute, Batman's a little kid right now. He's a baby. His parents are still alive."
Oh, okay. It just like popped. Okay,
right.
Popped into my brain. Go. You're on track.
And the Joker is really old. He's older. He's you know what I mean. He's in his what you would say.
Oh, he's in like his
late 30s,
40s, early 40s. Yeah.
They don't add up. How can Joker be? He would be like a 60, 70-year-old man by the time
Batman Dark Knight
is right. Dark Knight came around. But he was talking about how, at the end of Joaquin Phoenix's movie, how he riled up all these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he also mentioned that the Joaquin Phoenix Joker was not capable of what Heath Ledger's Joker did. He wasn't that smart. He was completely insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what if the Heath Ledger Joker is like a predecessor of Joaquin Phoenix Joker?
Yeah, either a predecessor or a copycat of the real Joker, the person that created.
I think if that's the case, to
Joker.
me, that diminishes Heath Ledger's Joker, because then you're not original.
Well,
it takes away.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Well, we're not going off comics or anything like this. I'm talking about what Hollywood's trying to do to, you know what I mean? This is just all speculation and all that, but it blew my mind the way this guy was explaining it to us. You know what I mean? That this Heath Ledger Joker could have been the predecessor of Joaquin Phoenix, one of the people that got riled up. And,
I mean that's
for the armies he created.
Yeah, I mean that's possible. I mean you can I can see how that you can deduce that from that.
Right, like Steve was saying, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker had a purpose to burn down everybody that wronged him.
Right,
you know what I mean? Heath Ledger's Joker just wanted to see the world burn.
Yeah.
So yes, there are two different people, but it was such a cool add-on to the story. What could possibly go on? What Hollywood's doing with it? You know what I mean? That Heath Ledger Joker was a predecessor. Not to say that this is what
I kind of look at it from a different perspective. I looked at it as an Elseworld story, where like as in it's not canon, but possibly maybe an alternate reality. Because because you guys mentioned his age, so because there's a Batman story arc where, or it's a different Earth maybe, but in the alleyway, Bruce Wayne died, and then so that means Thomas Wayne ended up becoming Batman, and he was a different kind of Batman. He killed and stuff like that and used guns. So that's where I was going with. I took it as that Elseworld story, and I figured that during the riots that maybe in that alleyway, as the riots are happening, Bruce Wayne is probably going to die, and then Thomas Wayne will probably become the Batman, and then he'll be able to. And then the age gap makes sense, right? Because Thomas Wayne was already older, Joker's already older, so they're able to go head and head. and have it make sense.
Right.
So that's kind of what I looked at it as. I didn't look at it as you guys are describing it. But I mean, I guess it could go that way. But like I said before, if that's the intention, then yeah, I think that kind of diminishes the Joker that we know, which would be the Heath Ledger Joker, because then he's a copycat. He's just doing something that somebody else was doing, or he's following someone else's lead. I don't know. I think it takes from that character to me.
But it could too, like he could, we could take it as like, not only did he copycat, he made it his own thing by going to the like nth degree. You know what I mean? Like he took it and ran with it and created wildfire with it. And that's why his character is so good, and that's why we like him, is because like he wasn't like, I don't know, he was insane, but he was also like smart and just like ready to put the world on fire. And I don't know, I get what you're saying though. I definitely agree that that I didn't think of that when he said it, but that philosophy takes away from.
Yeah, do you think it does too? I mean, now that I mentioned it, does
character did a little
do you
bit.
feel that way as well, or do you still think that was a possibility that's one?
I think it's a cool way to look at it, but what you're saying makes sense to me. What you're like, I don't know, I'd have to like flesh that out a little bit more on my own and try to like figure out what I.
Because did you guys know that Elseworld story about Thomas Wayne becoming Batman?
But no, I had no idea about that.
Oh yeah, you don't read.
I don't know anything about comics. That's my thing. Why doesn't Batman just kill them all, and there won't be any more problems in Gotham?
No, you know there is a beauty to Batman's thing. So which I kind of, it's kind of artistic, which I enjoy, because it's like there's like this push pull with Batman, right? Because like, yeah, you created the Batman to make people safe, but then the Batman's creating villains. People are becoming villains because of Batman. So it's getting worse because he's there, but it's getting better because he's there at the same time. And so where was I going with that? I just lost my train of thought. I just had a brain fart just right there in the mid-sentence. Must have been a lie.
Must have been a lie.
Wait, what did you say prior to me? No. Prior to me saying that,
I said that I didn't know.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's where I was going to go with that. So
kill?
Because so you kill if you don't kill, because then you just create more enemies. So then you might be thinking that, oh, you eliminate somebody because you killed him, but no. But now this guy wants to come and kill you because you killed him, or something like that. It's just the whole dynamic. There's that, like I said, that give and take with Batman. So it's like Batman doesn't go so far to these degrees because then he's no better than them, but then also he knows that there's consequences for what you do too. So that I appreciate that aspect of Batman.
Yeah, but the other thing too, on the other side of that, is that like these villains show it's like a perpetual thing, right? Like Batman not killing them shows them that like what's so super about Batman? Like this villain is getting the best of Batman in this time. You know what I mean? Like the Joker is getting the best of Batman. So that just shows people, other citizens, that like, well, if he can do it, why can't I do it? But if Batman puts a stop to it, then like, oh wait, hold on. Let me rethink my strategy for a second. I don't know. It's just this like, it's this very like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't give
How do we always end up talking about Batman?
But I don't know.
It's because
I don't know. I want to be done with it.
No, I'm not saying that.
No more Batman.
We need a new poll.
When's Superman coming back? It's Henry Cavill going to be Superman still?
I don't want another Superman.
Yeah, I'm cool off.
No.
I said, is Henry Cavill still going to be
Superman? Like Henry Cavill can be Superman. Why would we need another? Yeah, Wonder Woman. Yeah. Let's go to Wonder Woman.
I'm down with that.
Did you guys see the? Yeah. All right. Did you see the new poster?
Well, is there a new one? There's a new
poster.
It looks dope.
I don't think I've seen.
Yeah, it's like a new international one. She's like sitting. She's like kind of like up against the wall. She's like on it, taking a knee, and she's got her like.
Oh, she's got the silver eagle.
So yeah, somebody commented on that. Said she's really hot. I just got to say.
I'm just saying. Yes, we agree, but I don't know. I'm getting excited about.
I'm so scared about Wonder Woman. I think I said this before, but yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the poster right now. Yeah, that's kind of close to a pose she did for the first Wonder Woman, except she had her sword and it was buried into the ground, and she was warrior pose. But anyway, but yeah, I'm looking forward to Wonder Woman. I'm kind of scared of it.
Like the way you put your sword
in the trunk.
Like the way you put your sword in the trunk. I got a video of that and put it on Facebook so everybody can see this. It's amazing.
The way Jason puts his 8-foot sword in his 7-foot car.
Oh yeah. It's
so good. So good.
It's funny.
Well, cool. Well,
I think so.
What do you guys think about wrapping up? Yeah, so if you guys want to get in on the conversations, please join us on Facebook. We have a public group called The Geek Retreat Podcast. It is very easy to join. Just search it and click. You want to join, and we will let you join. And we're super close. No, there's no maybe. There is no maybe. We are
almost 100. What are we gonna do for 100
members?
Almost 100.
Yeah, so
we're gonna have to do a streaming.
Help us push back 100. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to do something fun. We were gonna go to Comic-Con, Sacramento Comic-Con.
Thank you, COVID-19.
But that got postponed. So we were gonna do some fun stuff there. Yeah, really appreciate it. Everything's postponed. So we will keep you guys updated on that.
7th,
we do still want to go to Sac Comic-Con. I think it got pushed back to June 15th, 7th, 14th,
yep. June 7th.
Okay, so we're gonna go there, and we would love it if you guys joined us. We're gonna go
interview.
We're gonna
run around, do backflips.
Well, we're gonna try.
I think you can take a mic.
We might hurt ourselves. We're gonna hurt ourselves. I think I want to do like a stream for our 100th member. You know, like when we hit 100, we'll do like a little stream. Maybe we'll stream some Resident Evil, get that going. So be on the lookout. But the Facebook page is where we interact the most and the most frequently. So that's like our main source of interaction. And then we do have an Instagram. You guys can find us on Instagram, The Geek Retreat. And when you listen to our podcast, you can post there. Share with your friends. I just want to say that like word of mouth is the biggest advertisement we can ask for right now. And we are not sponsored. We don't get paid for anything that we're doing here. And we love sharing our thoughts and our views, even though they're usually way off and way wrong. we still love sharing them with you guys.
Nerds.
We just want to we want you guys to join in on it too. So share with your friends. If you really like what you're hearing, pass it around to people who just are looking for something new, looking for some something to get involved with. We want to get involved with you guys as a community. So exactly, grow with us. So you guys are awesome, and we just thank you guys for all the love and support that has been dished out so far, and we're gonna keep it up. So we will catch you guys on the next episode.
Every Monday.
Yep. The next episode we'll be releasing on this one's coming out on the 16th. That one that you're listening to right now. It's the 16th today. The next episode will be on the 23rd, March 20th. Happy Monday.
Nation.
Good morning,
Geek Squad.
Geeks. That was a really
Geek
bad
Squad is actually
Good Morning Vietnam.
It's already actually a
impersonation.
Thing. No.
Yeah, Geek Squad. We can't do that. Yeah. We'll figure out a name. We'll figure out some name for you guys. But in the meantime, my name is Steve. And that's Mick.
Hi. Bye. What were we doing? Oh, bye.
Bye. And that's Jason.
Flip side.
Ta-ta. And we will see you guys on the next episode.
Later, yo.
Later.